Welcome to the Ranger Chamber. Let's observe the reviewing globe to see a Power Rangers review video.
Hi there Ranger Nation, and happy National Power Rangers Day! Oh my goodness, it's that time of year again where on the 28th of August we celebrate all things Power Rangers, because today, on this day, back in 1993, in America, the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers episode Day of the Dumpster was aired in America on Fox Kids Network. So this is actually really exciting that today is National Power Rangers Day. So, what product could we possibly review for Power Rangers Day? Well, it's none other than, bear with me guys, we have 1, 2, 3, ooh, we have lots of Dinozords. So I'm gonna put some over here, there we go. So I think you can, right, if you kind of see those. So we've got 1, 2, let me get the other 2. We've got all of them here actually, so I'll try and see if I can hold them all up. Oh god, right, you probably won't see me soon. Right, if I hold them like this, oh god. Yeah, this is it's gone from Ranger Chamber to a juggling act. So here we go, all 5 deluxe Dinozords. We have the Triceratops, the SaberTooth Tiger, the Tyrannosaurus, the Mastodon and the Pterodactyl. Wow, this is really fun stuff. So, I think this is going to be a very big and fun Morphinominal review. So without further ado, let's get on with the show because it's reviewing time! Well, this is awkward. I'm glad I did the thumbnail photo in a more spacious area because this is little crazy, like putty patroller crazy. So, as you can see, I have all 5 Dinozords. We have the Tyrannosaurus, the Mastodon, the Triceratops, the Saber-Tooth Tiger and the Pterodactyl all together, but you can get a pretty good idea of how big these Zords are, because I mean, they're fitting up the entire review space, which obviously tells me I might need to invest in a bigger light box for this. Wow. Well, I did say this review was going to be big and colossal for Power Rangers Day, and, well, here are the results. So, as I said before, we've got the main 5 Dinozords. We've got the Red Ranger's Tyrannosaurus, the Black Ranger's Mastodon, the Blue Ranger's Triceratops, the Yellow Ranger's Saber-Toothed Tiger, and the Pink Ranger's Pterodactyl. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at each individual Dinozords, the packaging, then we're going to get them out and have a look at their articulations and details and so on, and then after we've shown all 5 Dinozords, we're going to see how the Dinozords combine together. So, let's get reviewing. And here is Zord number 1, the Tyrannosaurus Combinable Dinozord. So this is really fantastic. So this is the Red Ranger's Dinozord, and this one's my personal favourite out of the original 5. And he's massive! Honestly, he's even bigger than the Lightning Collection and even the original Bandai 1993 Tyrannosaurus Dinozord and even the Legacy Dino Megazord. And it's just, oh my goodness, it's incredible. Right, so let's have a look at the packaging first of all. As you can see straight away, we've got the logo at the top, the 5 Power Rangers down the side of the box, Tyrannosaurus Combinable Dinozord. Let's have a closer look at that actually, because that looks really cool. Because I really like that new Tyrannosaurus Dino coin down here, looks really cool. And we have the collect and combine 5 to build the Megazord. And it's really cool because it actually shows you what each Dinozord forms, what part of the Megazord. So for the Tyrannosaurus, it forms the upper torso and the head of the Megazord. And if we turn to the side, I'm going to, well, first of all, it's more detailing at the top. Megazord battle ready. That's really cool. So if we turn it to the side, you can see Megazord battle ready. And we got this really cool artwork. Now, come on, Playmates, Character Toys. Can we get this on a poster? Like an actual poster with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition logo? Because I would love to have something like that in my bedroom. Because that would be so amazing. You know, it's just so cool, honestly. Because I love that artwork. So you see all 5 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers looking absolutely more phenomenal. So that is really cool. to be honest, you could just have maybe that photo, or the one where they're standing in a row, have the Mighty Morphin story, and then have the logo at the top. And then we're going to turn it to the other side, and it's just the window. It's got a bit of a lightning pattern down, like a lightning zigzag shape down the side, which is really cool. And then again, we've got the combinable Tyrannosaurus, combinable Dinozord, which is really cool. Now onto the back, we have the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord itself, looking really cool. And it says morphs to the Megazord, posable battle legs. And you got the Tyrannosaurus to the Megazord. So it shows you the head when they switch and change. And we have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers story. Here we go. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are 5 ordinary teens chosen to receive amazing abilities. They summon the spirits of their mighty dinosaurs and morph into incredible Power Rangers. When evil aliens loom large, the Dinozords combine to form an even more colossal battle machine, the Megazord! Go, go, Power Rangers! More phenomenal. And as you can see, it also shows you the other Dinozords over here with the QR code. Again, you know, I've said this in the Morpher review, and I think I said it also in the figure review, that they need to change the QR code because it's obviously going to take people to Walmart in America. But what it really needs to do is take them to Playmates, to the Character Toys website with the Power Ranger page where they can buy the products there, or Smyths Toys Superstore's Power Ranger page. And over here you can see we've got the logos and website links, so powerrangers.com for the official Power Rangers website. I do think they need to have a UK division though, so it might powerrangers.co.uk, but there you go. But then again, that's what Ranger Chamber's for. I'd like to think we are considered the Power Rangers UK website in a sense. Although Ranger Chamber doesn't have a website, but would you guys like a Ranger Chamber website? If you do, let us know in the comments below, because that'd be really cool. And we also have the YouTube link, Power Rangers Official, and the Power Rangers official links for Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And TikTok, Ranger Chamber's not on TikTok, or Power Rangers Morphin Grid Cosplay. If you think we should be on TikTok as well, comment below, because that'd be really cool. Okay, and we've also got this really cool artwork to show what the Megazord looks like. Again, whoever took the photo, they really needed to move these up, but we won't forget, will we? No. Also, I also need to mention we got some things at the bottom of the box as well. So we have got the Character Toys links. We've got a review us QR code. So why don't you guys scan that in now and check out about reviewing their products. Maybe some feedback could help them make some necessary changes to some of the stuff. And we also have the Morpher and the Blade Blaster, and of course collect all the Power Rangers and villains. So that's 6 Power Rangers and 3 villains, which equals 9. And don't forget, you can check out the reviews for the figures and the Power Morpher, and we do have a review of the Blade Blaster coming out very soon, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that out. And we also have the Playmates logo at the bottom as well. Look at the top of the box, and as you can see, it's got the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition logo at the top, and we also have the Tyrannosaurus Combinable Dinozord, Megazord ready as well, and there were little windows where you can see the Zord itself. Okay, so now we've taken a look at the Dinozord in its packaging, we're now going to take the Dinozord out of the packaging and see what this awesome Red Ranger Zord can do. Okay, so here's the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord out of the packaging, and what we're going to do, as always, is we're going to look at the detailing and then we look at the articulation and so on. So, first of all, as you can see straight away, we're going to start from the top. The Tyrannosaurus Dinozord, I feel like there's something missing from the head, but I can't quite put my finger on it at the moment. But as you can see, we've got black for the eyes, white for the side of the face, a light grey, and some white for the teeth as well, and the head, and a bit of silver on the horns for the Megazord helmet. On the front, now I have to explain that this sticker right here it's upside down, because it's supposed to be, the red dots are meant to be down here, not up there, because it's meant to be a T for Tyrannosaurus. But what you can do is, if you get a hairdryer and put it on high, you could very carefully loosen the sticker, the stickiness, and then just flip it up, and then stick it back the right way up. But hopefully Playmates and character will make sure that gets fixed for the ongoing future. But the hairdryer technique is worth a try. I've learnt that one from Bruno and Mia from MMPR Toys. So that's really cool. So hopefully I'll give that a try a little later. But for now, I'm actually quite okay with it. So, moving down the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord, I'm going to zoom out a bit. So we've got a green square, so I'm glad that wasn't missing. We've got the arms of the Megazord as well, and all the clip parts of where the Zords combine into. They got the sticker on the leg as well. I'm not sure what the symbol's meant to represent, but that's the thing. I never really know. Then we got the tail as well, lovely red colour. There's the clip, the peg that goes on the back when you combine it with the Mastodon arms, and on the back of the, you can see the pegs at the back as well for the more of the Mastodon arms. And then the legs got red and light grey, and then you can see the pegs there on the knees for the combining the Dinozords with the Tyrannosaurus. And then the feet down here, and it's also the same for the other side. Okay, so articulation time, I think. So the head, this whole thing is solid, so it can't move left and right, but you can lift the head and open the mouth like so. Let me zoom in on that so you can see that. So you can move the mouth and the head, so that's really cool. So you can get him to roar at the putties and the monsters and Goldar. Then the arms can move, only slightly, but that's just due to the forming the Megazord. But it's still cool, there's some articulation there, and that's on both arms. We've got some hip movement here. That's on both sides. Knee joint movements, obviously but it can only go so far. But other than that, this is really for transformation purposes. The feet can move as well, like so. I can imagine that driving parents up the wall after a while. So, but there you go. So, I'm gonna just get him in a cool pose, and then zoom out the camera, looking really, and maybe move the camera down slightly, and yeah, that looks really cool. I like that. So that is the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord, looking really more phenomenal. Let's move on to Zord number 2, the Triceratops. Okay, here's Zord number 2. It's the Triceratops, the Blue Rangers Dinozord. And this is Gary's personal favourite Zord, and his favourite is the Blue Ranger. So, well, let's look at the packaging, shall we? So, just like before, it's the same, well, it's a smaller box. So instead of it being a massive box like the Tyrannosaurus and the Mastodon Dinozord, because obviously they're a lot more bigger in Zord size, and not to mention, like, Zords like the Mastodon has extra parts like the Power Sword and such. So let's have a look first of all. So first of all, as you can see, the Triceratops in the packaging, and if we go down here we can have a look at the logo down here with the really awesome power coin, and it says Triceratops Combinable Dinozord, and this forms the right leg of the Megazord. So the Tyrannosaurus forms the torso, and then the Triceratops forms the left leg. No, sorry, right leg. Right, left. Okay. Right, no, left. Anyway, missile firing action, and obviously there's the tail missile firing part, but to be honest, I really preferred it if it was grey. So maybe what they could do is maybe they could create a special missile that is the correct colour, or maybe you could just get another one and then just spray paint it in the same grey colour. But anyway, back to the review itself. So missile firing action, and we're going to turn to the back, well, turn to the sides. So you've got that really cool artwork again with all 5 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is really cool. Missile firing action, and then the logo. On the other side, whoops, we've got the Triceratops Combinable Dinozord, missile firing action, and that lightning bolt zigzag pattern, with the Mighty Morphin Reignition logo at the top, looking really cool. And then on the top of the box, Combinable Zords, well, Combinable Dinozords, etc, etc, and the logo, looking really cool, and missile firing action again. So at the bottom of the packaging we also have, just like the Tyrannosaurus, we have the character toys, necessary telephone number and links for customer service if there's any problems with the toys. And this was imported by Character Toys to the UK and Ireland because as of this year they are the official distributors for the new Power Rangers toy line, which is really cool. They've got the QR code again, so if you want to you can scan that in right now. So maybe pause the video so you can scan that in. And of course, once again, we have the Red Ranger, Black Ranger, Blue Ranger, Yellow Ranger, Pink Ranger and Green Ranger Automorphin figures. And then we also have the Rita Repulsor, Goldar and Party Patroller figures. And at the far end we've got the Power Morpher with its morphing time with the Power Morpher and the Blade Blaster. Very cool. So that's the bottom of the packaging. On the back you get to see the Triceratops Dinozord itself, and it shows the missile firing action, which is really cool. We've got the Mighty Morphin story, but we've already read that in the Red Ranger section, so we're not going to need to read that again. But if you want to hear read the Mighty Morphin story, go back to the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord part of the review in the packaging section, and you'll be able to see it in action. Well, you'll be able to read it for yourself, or you can listen to me read it out loud. Okay, and we have the other 5 Dinozords, the QR code which needs to be changed, and this to show the package, well, all the dinosaurs combined together to form the Megazord, and all the links at the bottom for the Power Ranger website, the Playmates logo at the bottom with all the other packagings, and of course everything else. Okay, dokie. Triceratops packaging done. Let's check out the Zord itself. Okay, so here's the Triceratops out of the packaging. So what we're going to do is take a look at the details and then check out the missile firing action it can do and so on. Okay, so first of all, we've got a nice silver, well, sort of light grey, dark, well, sort of a grey silverish colour for the horns. Looking really cool. We've got a red and white dot for the eyes. That's on both sides. We've also got that symbol on the head of the Triceratops, which is yellow and black. We've got those sticker details on the sides. Now obviously these don't have wheels on them like the original one did, so they're not going to obviously move at all. But it does smoothly move along in a sense because it is quite smooth at the bottom. And then here's the tail, and we've got some black stickers here, and then the same with the stickers on the other side. Looking really cool. Looking really cool, and that nice blue colour, I really like that. And then we've got this bit, which is obviously just part of the Megazord leg. Now, the missile firing action. So, the missile itself is the end of the tail. Now, in the show, the Triceratops would just bring its tail up, and then the end of the tail would have laser beams that fire out. But Playmates decided to make it a tail missile. Not show accurate, but hey, it's fun for kids. So we're going to bend the tail up. So this is basically articulation now. So the head can move like that. Yeah. You're a Triceratops. Meh. Meh. and so we can move that, and obviously we can move up and down for, you know, for the Megazord transformation, like that. And then the tail can move like so. And then and then it can also bend like that as well, which is interesting, but I would rather just keep it nice and straight like that, just like it was in the show. And then to fire the missile, I'm going to zoom out for this bit. So we're going to fire the missile by simply pressing the button. You insert the missile in here, press the button, and it actually, do you know what? This shot really far and I nearly lost it, so there you go. So I'm going to put that in there, move this back down, because that's the Triceratops all done and dusted. So let's move on now to our third Zord, the Mastodon Combinable Dinozord. Here we are with Zord number 3, the Mastodon Dinozord, which is the Black Rangers Dinozord. So, packaging, now we check out the awesome Zord itself. So first of all, the logo once again, and the Rangers down the sides of the packaging, and of course we have that Mastodon power coin and the logo that says Mastodon Combinable Dinozord, the Playmates logo, ages 4 and up, and of course the Mastodon Dinozord forms the arms of the Dino Megazord. And if we move up here, we can see the head of the Mastodon, and what's this? It's the Power Sword, and it's funny enough it says that because it comes with Mega Power Sword, which is really cool. So let's have a look at the top of the box. Okay, top of the box, it has the Mastodon Combinable Dinozord, which is really cool, with Mega Power Sword and the Mighty Morphin Reignition logo. At the bottom of the box, we have once again the other products being advertised. So the Automorphin figures, the Villain figures, the Power Morpher and the Blade Blaster. And then we have the QR code for the reviewers. And we also have the Hasbro logo, the Playmates logo down at the very bottom, and Character Toys support. We've got the cool artwork again down the side with the helmets and the logo, and of course with Mega Power Sword, and with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in their really cool poses. And on the other side, Combinable Dinozord with Mega Power Sword, etc, etc. And now we go on to the back, and this comes with the Mastodon itself, and the head of the Mastodon also becomes the Power Shield, or Mega Power Shield should we say, and then the Mega Power Sword comes with it as well. And as I said before, the Mastodon forms the arms of the Megazord, but for goodness sake, whoever took that photo should have remembered to flip these up. But we're not going to forget to do that today, no way. Okay, and then we have the Mighty Morphin story at the back, and the necessary links you can check out. And now we're going to go on to, well, you now obviously want to see what the Mastodon Dinozord can do, so let's open this bad boy up and see what the Combinable Dinozord, the Mastodon, can do. Okay, so here's the Mastodon out of the packaging along with a very bent Power Sword. I know, ha, very funny. Yes, we know about Joe from Ranger Chamber. Yes, ha, very funny. Bent sword. Yes, ha, jokes aside. So, so there's the Power Sword and the Mastodon Dinozord itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the details first. So let's look at the Mastodon Zord first. So as you can see, there's a lot of red and yellow stickers as on the front. The M for some reason is like a light blue, but it's meant to be green, kind of like the Mastodon's eyes. So I don't know why they changed that. There's a red and black and yellow sticker on the trunk. Well, the first bit of the trunk. And then the trunks, well actually the trunks and the tusk and the feet all have that same light pale grey silver colour. And the trunk does move slightly, like that. And we got the rest of the body, so we got the yellow and the black and the red on the side with that big M. So you could say it's M for Mighty Morphin, but I'm pretty sure the M in the Japanese version of Mighty Morphin, or GoldKingRanger as it was called, Zuden Sentai GoldKingRanger, I think the M meant maybe for I'm trying to remember the name of the... Guys, comment below the Japanese names of the dinosaurs, because I'm pretty sure it was something like something mammoth, Giro mammoth, Giro tiger, Tyranno Giro or something. Anyway, comment below because I can't remember at the top of my head. The feet, and again the silver, and at the back you can see the fists already for the Megazord, looking really cool. And yeah, that looks really cool. So again, as I showed you, the trunk can move a little, like so. The feet can't, well, these ones can move, but that's again just part of the, you know, for making the Megazord fists. And then these ones can't move at all. Now there's extra peg holes, so there's 2 here and there's 2 more here, so it makes me wonder, what are they for? Are they for the, we'll have to find out. So now for the power sword, and as you can see, the power sword has a really nice gold paint colour, and I'm glad they kept the detailing in. And we got the handle, and the blade is a light grey colour, like a very light silvery grey. And again, I'm a bit annoyed about the blade of the Megazord not being like straight. It's, you know, you can see it's sort of bent to the side slightly. I don't know why, but it's not going to bother me too much. I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. So that's the Mastodon Dinozord. Let's move on to Zord number 4, the SaberTooth Tiger. Okay, Dinozord number 4, the SaberTooth Tiger Dinozord, which is the Yellow Rangers Dinozord. And this is really cool. I mean, I love the SaberTooth Tiger because I love cats and such. So, on the front, again, cool logo. The Mighty Morphin Power Ranger helmets on the side. Missile firing action, just like the Triceratops Dinozord. And as you can see down here, we've got the logo that says the SaberTooth Tiger Combinable Dinozord. And this forms the left leg of the Megazord, not the right, the left leg. So the Triceratops forms the right leg, and the SaberTooth Tiger forms the left leg. And as you can see, we also have the combine all 5 Dinozords as well. And we have the SaberTooth Tiger Sword looking really cool. Missile fire action, and there's the missile here, and the SaberTooth Tiger Sword looking really cool. And we're going to zoom out so we can look to the sides. Looking really cool with that artwork. Missile firing action. We have the top, which says SaberTooth Tiger Combinable Dinozord Missile firing action. At the bottom, with the QR code again, and the link for character toys, and also the customer service number and things like that. The other products available, and then on the other side again, missile fire action and combinable SaberTooth Tiger. On the back we have got the SaberTooth Tiger Zord itself looking really cool, and it shows the missile firing action which it fires from the tail, pretty much like the Triceratops Dinozord. We've got the story over here, which you guys can hear out loud from the Tyrannosaurus part of the review, and then all the other items as well, and the links, and the Megazord looking really cool, and so on. Okay, so SaberTooth Tiger looking more phenomenal indeed. So let's get this wild cat out and check out what cool cat things this SaberTooth Tiger Combinable Dinozord can do. And here we are, the SaberTooth Tiger Dinozord out of the packaging, and we're ready to show what it can awesomely do. Let's see how this cool cat goes down. So first of all, details. So we've got some really nice, I think that, yeah, that's a sticker on the front for the SaberTooth Tiger head. We've got red eyes and black nose. The teeth, or fangs, or tusks, whatever you want to call them, are like a light grey, silver-ish colour. We go to the side. We've got that the really cool sticker. That's black, red, and blue. So I'm glad they didn't change that in any way. And we got a big wheel here, which unfortunately doesn't move. And then we got red on here as well, and that's on both sides, and the same with the sticker. So I'm glad it's not like painted one side and not on the other, so that's good. And then we've got the wheels on the back. Again, they're solid plastic, they don't move at all, which is a shame. And there's the tail, again for the missile firing action. So speaking of which, let's do the articulation, and of course we have the missile as well, so we're just going to show you that quickly. So that's a nice yellow missile, like so. And then for the articulation, you can move the head again as part of the transformation. So okay, articulation is as follows. So the head, well, this front part can move like this, side to side. Not sure what that's for, but maybe it's just to give it a bit of footwork for the Megazord. So, but we'll see about that later. Then the legs can move. Obviously, it's part of transformation, so it can go about as far as that and then up to here. But obviously, again, that's for the Megazord. I surrender! I surrender! No! Earth's defenders never surrender. And then the legs can move like so. Again, part of transformation. The tail can move as well, like so. So it can be like this. Or you can bend it like that. And then this brings in the missile, which we'll put in the tail. And then I'll position it. And then press the button at the top and missile firing action. Awesome. So I'm going to put that back in here like that. That looks really cool. And move that tail back here so it's ready for missile firing action again in case any more villains come our way. So that is the SaberTooth Tiger Dinozord, and also the tusks or fangs can move as well, but again this is just part of the Megazord transformation. Okay, so that's the SaberTooth Tiger Dinozord. Now let's move on to Zord number 5, our last one, the Pterodactyl. It's time for Zord number 5, our last one, Pterodactyl, the Pink Rangers Dinozord. And it's looking really cool. And I can see something very familiar. But we'll come to that in a little while. Okay, let's first of all check out these awesome... Well, first of all, we can check out these awesome, incredible, awesome packaging first. So, just like the others, it's the same shape box as the SaberTooth Tiger and the Triceratops. It also shows down here the logo, which says Pterodactyl, Combinable Dinozord with the cool Pink Ranger power coin. And it also shows on here, collect and combine all 5 dinosaurs to build the Megazord. And the Pterodactyl forms the chest armour and the backs of the dinosaur. Basically the cannons that go on the back of the Megazord, pretty much. We've got missiles as well. And would you look at these little figures? Now, okay, this is kind of nostalgic for me, seeing these, because, now, tell me, okay, comment below, do you remember the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Micro Machine sets that you used to get, where you got a little figure, and they all stood on this like little white platform, and they were basically painted, but you could still tell which Power Ranger was who. These little figures remind me of those, so this is already making me feel very nostalgic. I love it, you know, Playmates, character toys, thumbs up to you for this. Missile firing action, and there's the Pterodactyl Dinozord itself, and just like before, we look at the packaging from the side. Pterodactyl Dinozord, as you can see here, missile firing action, and the logo at the top. On the other side, we've got that really cool artwork with the Power Ranger helmets and the posing Power Rangers and the missile firing action, and the, well, etc, etc. On the bottom, it shows the packaging of, well, not the packaging, but the other products, the review QR code, and the necessary links and such. And on the back, whoops, I'm so excited, it's spun out of action. It's spun into action. So as you can see, it has the feet of the Pterodactyl Dinozord, which combine to the bottom, attach the launchers, and they also form the feet of the pterodactyl, and they fire missiles, which is really cool. I think it would have been cool if there's a part where these can go onto here instead and fire from the top of the pterodactyl, because that's kind of in the show where the pterodactyl fires the lasers, is from this part of the pterodactyl. And it shows you the little figures as well, which is really cool. And yeah, and that's really cool. And again, you've got the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers story. Go to the Tyrannosaurus packaging part of the video to hear that being read out loud. All 5 dinosaurs on the back, and of course the links, the Power Ranger website, YouTube channel, and then Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And this is what the Megazord looks like. So that's the packaging. Now that's officially the packaging of all 5 Dinozords. So now we can now open up the Pterodactyl and see what the Pterodactyl Dinozord can really do when she takes flight. Let's check it out. And here we are, the Pterodactyl Dinozord out of the packaging. And as you can see, I think it's fair to say the Pterodactyl has the most accessories. So not only do you get the Pterodactyl Dinozord, it also comes with the missiles, the missile launchers, which also acts as the feet of the Pterodactyl Dinozord, and of course we have these really cool little minifigures that seriously remind me of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers micro machine sets, little figures that I used to get in the 90s growing up as a kid. And my mum and dad used to buy them for me all the time in the pound shop, honestly. Right, so let's do details first of all. So I have to show you, well, let's have a look at these little figures because these are so cool. So let's have a look at those figures first. Yeah, serious nostalgia here. I mean, they're so cute and small, and you know, and it just reminds me of back when I was a little kid, and I used to get, as I said earlier, these remind me of the Micro Machines Power Ranger figures I got when I was a kid. So seeing things like this, it just takes me back to when I was little 3-4-year-old, and I used to love collecting these. So here's Red Ranger, looking very cool. Here's Pink, very cool indeed. And got Blue. Oop. It's nice that they're very nicely painted as well. So that's really cool. Oh. My Pink Ranger figure likes to fall over, so that's something to be said. Here's Yellow. Oh, I didn't show you the back of Red Ranger, did I? Hold on. Well, let's do Black. Here you go. Here's Black Ranger. Looking really cool. Really cool. And oh, there's the back. So they're all paired. You see, because of the way they're made, and there's the Red Ranger one again. So here's red. And then there's the back. Oop. There you go. So let's get back to the review and take a look at the Pterodactyl Dinozord itself. Okay, on to the Pterodactyl Dinozord now. So as you can see straight away, we have got some lovely pink paintwork at the top, like so. And that's looking really nice with all that pink and the red for the eyes, and at the top as well. And the red, that nice silver, proper shiny silver, so like metallic silver paint on the chest, and the blue and yellow stickers down here. The wings and the back are a light grey, and yeah, that looks really cool. So that's the, and then but for articulation, we got the, oh, okay, the mouth can open. That's really cool. So the mouth can open by simply just moving the back of the head. So maybe if you hold it here, then you can open it like so. And then the neck can go back in itself like that, because obviously it's part of the transformation. And the wings can fold in on itself for transformation purposes. And I actually like the details on the wing. That looks really cool. So that looks really cool. Now, for the legs and the missile launchers, it's literally, what you have to do is you have to take them, and then you just attach them. You just slide them on. And that's actually really cool that you just have to slide them in. So you line them up and then slide them on, if that's right. Hopefully that's right. There you go. Slide that on. Oops. Maybe push it in a little. So you hit, there was a little click there. So I'm now going to put the head down like that. Put in the pink missiles, which are a nice transparent pink. I'll line these missiles up, and oh, let's zoom out for this actually. Fire in the hole! Awesome. So you press the buttons here and they fire away. And these also act as the cannons for the tank mode, and you can also use them for the Megazord as well. Okay, well that's it for this video. Oh no it isn't! We can't just finish with just showing off the dinosaurs and not showing you guys how they combine together to form probably the biggest Dino Megazord in history. Well, the sort of one where you can combine them together, I guess. Anyway, let's combine them together. Let's power up our power crystals. It's so cool, honestly, to see them all standing together. Like, this is the feeling you get when you finally collect all 5 Dinozords and you're thinking, yeah, today's the day, I'm going to collect, you know, I've got all 5 of them and now I'm going to form the Megazord. Yes, this is going to be so amazing. Right, let's do this. So first of all, we're going to form the tank mode. So first of all, we're going to take these little figures, move them out the way, and we'll move the missiles and the sword because we won't need those at the moment. So first of all, to form the tank mode, we're going to need, we'll do the SaberTooth tiger first because as in the show we see them being transformed first. So we're going to tuck the legs in. You literally could just tuck the legs in and just do that, and then fold up the fangs as well, like that. And fold down the tail, turn the missile this way around so it fits in nicely. So that's ready. And then the Triceratops, we simply just need to bend this forward. Now, those two are ready, so moving these two aside. The Pterodactyl, we're going to take off the feet, because we'll need those in a little while. And don't worry, Pterodactyl will come back in a bit. Then the Tyrannosaurus, we're going to put his arms down like that, then tuck up the legs, unclip the tail like so, and then bend his legs like this. So almost like the lowest position you can get him pretty much. And we're going to split his thighs slightly. Right, I've got to make, the other thing you have to remember is you have to make sure this is all in line. So, split those legs apart like that, so it makes tank mode easier to put together. Then, in the back of the SaberTooth tiger and the Triceratops, there's a square peg hole, and they will connect into these pegs on the knees of the Tyrannosaurus. So we just basically push and clip them in like that. And the same, once again, clip, push it in. Oop. Try and do it this way. So this goes into peg hole, peg, clip it in, line it up, put it in like so. We also do need to mention, when you want to take the SaberTooth tiger and the Triceratops Dinozords off, what you have to remember is you have to press these up, completely push them all the way up on both legs to basically, and then you pull, and as you can see, the pegs that hold the Zords into place move inwards, and then you can pull off the Zords more easily. Don't yank them off. Now, let's resume with putting the Dinozords together. Now, the Mastodon, we've got to take the head off, like so, and then put the little peg up, like this, because this is going to go to the front, because that's what this hole's for. Close up the Tyrannosaurus mouth, and then we're literally going to split it open, stretch out the back legs when we can, like that. Move the arms up like this. So it's almost like you're forming the arms of the Megazord already. So straighten it out completely, out in front. And then these will connect. There's some pegs here, and if you remember earlier I showed you there were some pegs and peg holes at the back, so we're going to line them up, and then I think I'm going to have to show you. Turn this around quickly. So pegs here, and then this is going to clip in, like so, So pegs go in there at the back, swing it right round, and then these clip, to the side like that. Move the arms up, and then the Mastodon will plug in here like so. Make sure that's on right, and put the Tyrannosaurus there. Then the feet of the pterodactyl plug into here to form the cannons of the tank mode. And then the pterodactyl will simply, there's a little piece here, peg pieces here, and that will sit on the back just like that. And we're going to move the head forward and down slightly. And those pterodactyl missiles we had earlier, we're going to quickly plug them into here, like so. So now here's the Megazord in tank mode, which looks really cool. And when you're ready, you fire the missiles. Very cool indeed. So it's going to fire the missiles, and don't forget it also does, in the show it fires energy beams from the eyes of the dinosaurs. But the Megazord, but we're not finished. It's time to form the Megazord. So now it's time to activate battle mode. So we're going to take the blasters off. Take off the Mega Mammoth Shield, or the Mega Power Shield. Take the Pterodactyl away, and she's going to fly away for the minute. Bye bye Pterodactyl, see you in a minute. And then it's time for, we're going to flip the arms, the hands out like this. So you're going to twist this into itself like that. So I'm going to move that down so you can see that again. So this, twist, tuck it in there, and then the hands are in there. But I'm going to try and do them both together at the same time like in the show. Megazord systems have been initiated. And then we're going to stand the Megazord up. So we're going to bend the feet forward. This tail is now going to go here, clip to the back, and then, oh goodness, I'm going to have to raise up the camera for this one. And then move the camcorder back slightly so we can get all of it in shot. And then we're going to stand him up. Make sure the Tyrannosaurus hands are tucked into itself. Move the arms down like this. And then the tank cannons go at the back. So that's what the double peg holes are for, to peg the back cannons. Make sure, whoops, if I knock the Megazord over, clip that back in. Stand him up nicely. And then we're going to, the pterodactyl in the show flies in, flips over, tucks in the head, folds the flaps of it, folds the wings in itself. Then we're going to open this chest piece like this, tuck in the head of the Tyrannosaurus, and then clip this with the pegs here onto the front of the Megazord, keeping those up. And then the last thing we're going to do is, I'm going to quickly zoom in. Move the horns to the front. I'm going to show you that again. So the horns at the front will split open. Megazord activated. Kaboom! And the Dino Megazord is ready for battle. Not yet. Not yet? What do you mean not yet? Because we've got to give him the Mega Power Sword in this hand. And the Mega Power Shield, or the Mammoth Shield, as it's called in the show. Like so. And here we go. Oh, here we go. The Dino Megazord has been formed, and it looks absolutely amazing. Wow. This just looks so amazing. I'm just flabbergasted. And if you want to see a comparison of how big they are, here's the tiny weeny little Red Ranger figure. That's like that is absolutely bonkers. Honestly, that is absolutely crazy. And if you want to see another comparison, here's the Morpher. Here's the new Power Morpher. So comparing it in size, it is massive. I'm going to say this is about 16 inches tall, I think, for this Megazord. Wow! It's so awesome! This is so exciting, honestly. I'm so glad that I saved this review for Power Rangers Day, because this is a brilliant, this is fantastic to review. So let's finish this review. I'm going to bring in the little Power Ranger figures. They can stand at the bottom. So I'm going to stand them all together in a row. Ready to fight Rita Repulsa's evil monsters. So this is a really fun review. This has been fantastic. Of course, articulation in the arms is to be expected. Like so. And there. And I think you remember the head rotations and all that. So that just allows more posability in the feet. But overall, this has been a really fun Power Rangers review. I've had so much fun doing this for you guys today, and what a brilliant way to celebrate Power Rangers Day than to review this amazing Megazord. So, wow, Ranger fans, I'm overcome, honestly. Thank you so much for not only supporting Ranger Chamber for the last 5 years, but thank you also for supporting the Power Rangers brand for the last 32 years. It's hard to believe in 2028 it will be the 35th anniversary of Power Rangers, so let's hope Playmates and Character Toys and Hasbro have something special planned for us for the 35th anniversary of Power Rangers. So who knows what the future holds, as the step song goes. Thank you so much for watching, Ranger Nation. Please remember, as always, to like the video, share the video, comment below, and your question of the day is, which Dinozord out of the original 5 is your favourite? Is it the Tyrannosaurus? Is it the Mastodon? The Triceratops? The SaberTooth Tiger? Or the Pterodactyl? Yes. And will there be a Dragonzord? I have reason to believe there will be a Dragonzord, because I mean it'd be crazy not to do Dragonzord and Titanus to complete this, because I imagine Ultrazord is going to be massive. But that's what we want. It's going to. I mean, I can imagine a kid getting this on Christmas Day. It'd be incredible. And we do have what we can actually tell you is we will be getting a 5 Dinozord set in the upcoming future, so be on the lookout for that and stay tuned to Ranger Chamber for more, which is why we're going to ask you to go subscribe, because we've got many more videos, and of course keep you guys up to date with all the latest Power Rangers and Super Sentai news right here on the Ranger Chamber YouTube channel. So thank you so much, Ranger Nation. Have a more phenomenal day. Myself, Gary and the Ranger Chamber team will see you all next time. Bye bye, Ranger fans, and happy Power Rangers Day!
Ay 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 ay! Thank you for watching this Ranger Chamber video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to like the video, share the video, and comment below. And don't forget to go subscribe, Ranger Nation, for more phenomenal videos. See you next time!